I don't give a fuck who knows this. Like, I'm a crier. I cry, right?
Have you seen the color of your skin?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't shocking nobody here. This ain't new information. I cry, right? But look at most niggas with the color of my skin try to say they don't.
Yes,
And the ones with the color of your skin. But that's a whole other story. Okay? No, but I used to cry like right away. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you break down.
Yeah.
I just had.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever this message reaches you, listen to another episode of Six Round Podcast. I am your 5'9" host with sophisticated ignorance, Uncle Poochie. As you see, got another guest back here. Got another family member in the house. As always, my family members come through in different shapes, colors, sizes, and mental instabilities. This man today needs a lot of introduction because many of you probably don't know who he is, but after you'll probably be bestowed some great wisdom. So I'm gonna shut the hell up and let him tell you what he wants to be called.
People call me a lot of things. They
Yes.
have called me a lot of things in my life. Not a lot of nice things, but you could call me Mike.
Okay.
I go by Mike Hassel.
Mike Hassel.
Yeah.
You don't got like no cool hip name or nothing like that, Mike Hassel?
I have in the past. No.
You have in the past? You don't want to drop it?
No, I don't like those names. There might be some crimes associated with them.
Okay. All right, this ain't Vlad TV. We don't need you. We don't need you doing that to yourself.
Mike Castle. You can call me Mike Castle.
Mike Castle?
Like my castle.
Okay.
It's mine.
I'm not calling you that.
Then you can call me Mike Castle.
I'm gonna call you Mike.
You can call me that too.
Your mama call you Mike. I'm gonna call you Mike.
My mama calls me Mikey Pikey.
Mikey Pikey. That sounds like a porn star.
You know what I learned later in life? My brother calls me it too, Mikey Pikey. Later in life, I learned that's a derogatory term for Australian people, a pikey.
I have heard that term before, but I don't know what it means. A pikey.
I think it's Australian.
Is it like the N word for Australian people?
Come on, there's really nothing that's like the N word, but it's like not nice.
Okay, I can see it. Although I'd rather be called a pikey.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There ain't nothing like the N word.
Yeah, pikey.
Hard R's hurt feelings, bro.
Pikey.
Hard R's, they ain't nice,
Back
bro.
off, pikey. I don't know. No, that don't sound familiar.
It's not hitting.
No, it
it's not hitting. No.
Die, pikey.
Yeah, there's a couple words that do hit like that.
Yeah.
But they are few and far between, and pikey ain't one of them, bro.
I'd much rather be called pikey. Well,
Mikey Pikey.
Well, welcome back, pikey.
Come on, bro. Told you that in confidence. You told me he's gonna cut this part.
Welcome back, pikey.
Anyways, yes, Mike Hassel.
Mike
That's cool.
Hassel.
I like Mike Hassel.
Well, Mike Hassel, thank you for coming to the 6 Minute Podcast, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I know it's been some time. Been running my mouth like, I need you on my podcast. And I realized, bro, I gotta stop saying this shit to people because I truly mean it when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
But then it don't be happening, and now I'm starting to look like one of the people that's like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get lunch.
You too. Yeah. You're kind of too busy for me. Kind of feels. Not that you said that.
Yeah.
And not that I feel that way.
No,
but the situation seemed to be like on paper. Yeah. Someone else read it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man, that feel kind of too busy for him.
Well, is that like a positive thing or a negative thing? I don't even know how to view that really.
It's your view.
Yeah, true. I guess.
I think that it's probably positive.
I would hope so. Like, I like to be like positively busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I told you we're gonna do something, I mean it.
But if there is let's think about this.
Yes.
If there's a positive.
Yeah.
There's
always a negative.
So if you're the positive in that situation,
most likely they're negative.
I'm probably the negative. That's what I'm getting at. Like if somebody like, oh, on paper, it kind of looks like you're too busy for him.
Yeah.
If you're the positive because you're busy, you get busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
see, but
just in that situation, that's all I'm saying.
No, I get it.
I'm not saying I feel that way.
No,
I don't feel that way.
I know. I personally, that can be a thing that people can feel. So that's like I said. I don't want to keep trying to tell people like, man, I want to have you on my show,
for sure.
And then it never happened because again, like you just look a certain way. But then again, like I feel like
me, like me.
No, don't look like you.
Is it the goofy hair?
Well, I don't have hair, so I can't ever look that way.
So you hate my goofy hair?
I do.
it's also nice. My grandma, when she was younger, she used to tell me, I want to brush Mikey hair because it's nice. On my black side, she want to brush my heavy melanin cousins
here.
It's hard
Grandma.
to brush them.
Why you doing this like this, Granny?
I'm just telling you, I got the nice hair. So is that what it is?
No.
Was it is it the tattoos?
I think it's your beard. It connects and mine doesn't.
If I cut it as short as yours, it'd be way patchier, bro. They would call me Mr. Adams.
Not Mr. Adams.
Patch Adams, bro.
Well, today I wanted to have you on, Mr. Mike Hassel.
Thank you.
Because you being a little bit older than me,
yeah,
but being from the same tribal community as I,
yeah,
I just like to hear you bestow some wisdom upon me.
Well,
information.
Here's the thing. Last time, or not last time, but when we spoke before, because we do speak often, you did call me an OG, and I want to kind of touch on that subject a little bit because to me, OGs are still around, and I don't feel like I am one of them, though I am on my way to being one of them, right?
Exactly.
I do have some OG views. We did meet through the cannabis industry, right?
We did.
But, I feel like wisdom to me comes, I used to freestyle a lot, and wisdom to me comes in a moment, in a situation, while you're talking, right? And we have talked a lot about a lot of things that I feel passionate about, marketing-wise, sales-wise, creative-wise, funny-wise. But I think that... I don't know. What do you want to talk about? What do you feel like?
Well, for me,
kind of wisdom you want to pull out of this guy?
Well, for me today, I wanted to get your opinion or your background information on like maybe fatherhood.
Okay.
Growing up in the suburbs.
You did a lot of that.
And then maybe you tell us your feelings about this Kendrick and Drake beef at the end.
Well, okay, at the end. All right.
Because I know you got a lot to say about that.
And
being the resident being the resident light skinned person here, with the good hair, as you said,
I do have it.
I know you have a lot to say about your other good hair light skinned brother doing what he did and how you went out.
Man, don't let me up in that.
But no.
Anyways, let's go back to the other ones.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other ones
so
first.
You want to talk about fatherhood, or you want to talk about?
Let's talk about fatherhood.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
fatherhood.
How old you became a father, bro?
Fuck, I was like 23, bro. 23, and about 2 months later, I turned 24. My daughter was 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he was 24 with your first kid, and then you have another kid, right?
I do. I got a son. He's 8, gonna be 9.
Yeah.
I had him at 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you plan it?
Come on, you gonna ask me something like that?
Yes. Did you plan it?
Do you think I'm that light skinned? That's crazy. Can't even plan what I'm finna wear tomorrow, dog. No.
You like, don't disrespect me like
that. Come on, I'm a G. No, I didn't. No, I didn't plan it. It's with the same woman I'm with right now.
Okay.
That I'm married to, my wife.
Shout out to that wife.
Yeah. So, we didn't plan it, and she was someone that said she never wanted to have kids.
Word.
And then we had one, and 5 years later, we wasn't practicing to not have one.
I see what you're going with that.
And the first thing, we was in a position. First thing she said, I was going to the Cannabis Cup in Colorado. We both had tickets. First thing she said is, I can't go to Colorado. I was like, come on.
That was what she was worried about. I mean, listen, I could definitely understand.
She's 27. She's 27 and pregnant. Talk to a 27-year-old now,
No, talk to a 27-year-old my hip hop.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, so by 30, you got 2 kids. Yeah. And you a full-fledged father. Yeah. Scared or nah?
I'm still scared. Yeah. Yeah, if you're not scared, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. There's a lot to be scared about. Yeah. But it's a weird tightrope you got to walk. You got to be confident. You got to figure out what to do and then be confident and do it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with anything, man. You want to build. I don't want to like tie fatherhood to this, but like marketing, sales. You know what I mean? Like a new job, going to learn a new hobby. Like you're not gonna know what to do if you are scared of failing. You're never gonna get past that. You know what I mean? And when you become a father, if you are not a piece of shit, you'll be there and you'll learn. And you'll learn every day and you'll learn something new and you'll learn something new until eventually you got it. And then you wake up one morning like today and your son makes you coffee in the morning and you're yelling at your daughter to hurry up and get out the car because you need to get to work and you kind of got shit together.
So do you regret it?
Hell no. Hell no. Love my kids.
Not 1 second at all, bro?
Nah, hell no.
So you're not one of them cats who like feel like you missed out at all, like with anything, like because you by the time you was 30, you was already built in fatherhood.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like damn, like maybe I had a little bit more in the tank or anything like that, or you this is how you wanted your life to necessarily go. Would you say, right?
So here's the thing: life and humans are complicated.
Facts.
And I don't want anyone to sit and tell me they can't feel two things at one time. Because did I feel like you could sit back and look back at a life without kids and realize how much it could be different and how much you could have done differently? Of course, like everybody should do that. You should reflect and think about what you didn't do with your time, you know?
Yeah.
But do I regret it? That's a whole different feeling. Those come from opposite sides of the brain. Nah, I don't regret it for a second. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and do things differently. But can I reflect on a life that where I didn't have a kid at 23 and 29 and see that like life could have been different? Not better, not worse, but different. Fuck yeah, could have been way different. Yeah. But do I sit and pout about it? No. Then I go, well, what would you have done? Then why aren't you doing it now?
I think
because you could do it right now.
Well, it's like you said earlier about being a young, what'd you call it? What do you call it? Young dumb
nigga. Young dumb nigga for life, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you think about it, right? If you kind of accept that, regardless of where you thought you would have been without kids,
yeah,
you always are still him. Like that dude that you thought, like, okay, like you said, if you go back at it and you think about it, man, you was probably balling on JV basketball.
Yeah.
But that was because you was playing against a bunch of motherfuckers in Camarillo.
Well, I did play in Oxnard.
Sorry.
So there was a
fault,
lot of black people.
My fault.
I'm good at basketball, bro. I am good at basketball.
It was a hypothetical, homie. My apologies, Pimp.
But
you get what I'm saying.
But I was never gonna be that guy.
You was never gonna be that guy.
I was never gonna be that guy.
So you could sit there and be like, man, if I had kids at 23, if I had kids at 29, it'd be like
that anyways.
You would still be at the job you're probably working right now.
Yeah, you could have done that anyways. He was really dedicated. You could have done it. And I was never gonna do it. I was never gonna. I did music.
Yeah.
I was one of those people that
because you
worshipped music, idolized. I got in fist fights over music, bro.
Yeah.
Real into music. I went to school for music in Hollywood, right? And you could sit back and think of a life where you didn't have kids and all you did was pour hours into music, you know? And I was one of those people. I would lose days just making music or perfecting a beat or production or mastering or working on our album. I would do that. But there's also a line past that is somebody who is dedicated on a level that still works on writing raps or writing whatever songs as fast as they can and tweaking them or not tweaking them and just using it as an exercise. There's people who will feed into having to build up a social media presence and like there's people who, okay, you had a dedication to the music, and then there's a whole other level of this world that you'd have to dive into. I was never gonna do that.
Yeah.
Kids are not, bro.
There's that, like even with you explaining that, it's so funny because you don't even have the passion to even explain how dedicated you must be to committing yourself to being successful in music.
Yeah.
That's why I know myself personally.
It's a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's why I know myself personally. I know I can only go so far with stand-up comedy as far as I kind of want to go with it.
Yeah.
Also with podcasting. Anything really, that's kind of like my new thing. Like learning, and what you're basically saying is your boundaries, right? Like you know your boundaries. Because I didn't understand those. Anybody been listening to my podcast since day one will hear even my most earliest podcast episodes were like a tad bit unhinged because there are no boundaries in certain shit I'm saying. Because I'm like, they ain't never gonna listen to this. They ain't never gonna hear that. Who gonna hear me talk? And it's like, bro, for real? Yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, they will.
Depends,
but then also,
of course.
But then also understanding that that's like a self-awareness trait that you have to have, but not limiting yourself when you want to be successful in this thing. Because, like you said, there's jokes, and then there's like deep diving social political issues and groundbreaking observations, and there's just zingers. And right now, I think I got some pretty good zingers.
Yeah.
But like my jokes, like cracking them, I could work on those. But how far do I want to work on those?
It's up to you.
Exactly.
It's up to you.
And for me, it's like always this like catch-22 of like understanding like my boundary of like my father used to try to tell me all the time, like, be your own man. Yeah. That was like my dad's biggest thing. Like, be your own man, be your own man. Fuck, I used to hate when he said this shit. Cause I would be like, man, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, what does be my own man mean? If I don't know what it is to be a man, how can I be my own man? You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, I see cats and I see, you know, dudes doing certain things or like people acting a certain way simply just to fit in.
For sure.
And the first thing I want to say, which is very like politically incorrect, is be your own man.
Don't say it.
You can't say be your own man in 2024.
But you shouldn't. But even still, even if you could, don't say it to them.
Nah, I would never tell anybody to be their own man. Like I give
them figure it out.
See what I'm saying?
Let them figure it out.
And that I feel like is only a father's advice to be your own man, because that even in that is me having to figure it out. Because it was like my father.
What does that even mean?
Because he never really folded up with that means blah blah
Stand
blah.
on your own feet. But what does that mean?
Because his thing, listen.
I do.
Because the more I explain to you what be your own man means, you're being less of your own man and being what I'm explaining.
Yeah.
So it was crazy, man, when I realized that like be your own man means be your own version.
Well, figure out figure out how you feel.
Yeah.
Figure out what you think.
Yeah.
What you stand for.
Yeah.
And when things come up to fight or oppress that, then don't stand down.
So
and also don't compromise just because it's like cooler or some shit. You know what I mean?
Bro, the compromising because you're cooler or is cooler is some nasty word, because you can't be the only one out there doing the cha-cha slide.
No, but it's not.
You know what I'm saying? The cha-cha slide look a lot cooler when multiple people are doing it.
I get what you said.
So it's like there's a time when you need to join the flock, and there's a time when you need to hit the Dougie by yourself. But you need to know that, bro. Like you can't be the only one. Like one time now, y'all. One time again. Do that. You know, you look stupid, bro. Like, nobody's joining in with you. Why does nobody want to join into your cha-cha slide? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, you can't even use the words. Everybody clap your hands, because if it's everybody, it's got to be more than just you, right? I get what you're saying, but even in that moment, you know, you throw a little shimmy in your slide, right? Yeah. You stand out.
But you see, but my point is just to get niggas to understand, because motherfuckers be tripping, right? Where like individuality is cool, but even individuality becomes like what's the word? Like if you're not an individual, you're with the group. Like if we're all trying to be individuals, it's still a group of individuals, my G.
This avant-garde, like to be I get what you're saying. It comes full circle.
Like because I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Because I struggle with that. Because I like to be like, man, like be your man, stand out, do your thing, don't go with the crowd.
So what you're saying is it's hard for you to practice standing back and letting someone be their own man when it's cringe.
Most definitely, fam. Like, you think I'm gonna let you get these ones and twos off in front of me?
Yeah.
No.
I'll let them.
I guess it's the Gemini in me. Because I got to tell you, I think this sucks. I don't need to tell you, but I have to politely pull you to the side and let you know, like, as your uncle.
Do you want to know what I feel?
What do you feel?
Very, very bad secondhand embarrassment.
That's the light skin of you.
I can't do it, bro.
I mean, I feel bad, but I feel bad because you made me watch this.
I got offended. I can't believe how bad you are. I'm offended by it.
Yeah. You ain't never met a fucking motherfucker. Okay, bro. So
no, I get it. Like when you're on Venice Beach and they like listen to my album, and you're like, "No, I'm good," and then they put it on and they force you to listen to a song, and you like, "I'm upset that you stopped me and it's bad," and I get that.
I'm bugging out on you, dog.
I get that.
If you tell me listen to your art or look at your art or enjoy your art or something, and your art sucks,
you upset.
I'm upset. Because clearly you thought it was good.
I love that.
You thought it was good, right?
But
yeah.
Why did you?
Yeah. So let me tell you, it's not.
What if they didn't? What if they were like?
So you wasted my time on purpose, cuz?
What if they was like, tell me why it's not good?
But so you wasted my time on purpose, cuz?
No, maybe they wanted your critique. They wanted your insight.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Why it's bad?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
And then you better be able to detect it.
Yeah.
If you start like getting upset.
To me, honestly though, listen, I think so. We're talking about music, and podcasts, like in this analogy, right? That's what I'm thinking, right? I make you listen to my podcast, and you like, bro, 5 minutes in, I'm really fucking bored. I'm looking at you like, why the fuck did you do this? Yeah, I don't want to listen.
People have told me that about my podcast, by the way.
Sure,
yeah.
Then it's not their cup of tea,
and that's exactly what I tell them.
Cool. And fuck that. This is everybody's cup of tea. So, anyways, but now transfer that analogy to stand-up comedy. Okay. Absolutely. And motherfucker go up there and he bombs. Absolutely. And you're live, you're there in the audience, right?
Yeah.
You mad at him?
No.
Because you know the feeling?
Yeah.
So like I've told you, I've been writing jokes. I'm gonna get up in there, promise you this.
You gonna fucking suck, bro.
100%.
Yeah, you're gonna be so garbage, bro.
For a fucking 100 times.
My G, I'm probably gonna.
Oh, you mean because of who I am?
Well, you're just gonna suck because you like I just know.
Because I'm light skinned.
No, I just know you're gonna suck. It's fine.
Personally, me.
No.
Just everybody who starts.
Yes.
All right, I thought you were attacking me for a second.
No, bro.
Like, damn, man.
No.
I am gonna suck.
I'm never gonna see. Here's the thing about stand-up comedy, in my personal opinion, right? You can say what you want about anybody who gets on that stage. You can say whatever you want, right?
Yeah, but they got up there.
You hear me, dude?
They got up there.
If you don't get up there,
I don't want to hear shit.
I don't really care.
I don't want to hear.
Like again, now we can sit back and have a conversation about
jokes.
And if you made me like pay for a ticket to this dude's show, and he sucks, like I'm gonna unleash.
You mad at him? You mad at your friend?
Absolutely, bro. You should know this dude sucks. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But like that dude get on stage.
You're the buffer, bro. Don't bring me here,
bro. But if you get on stage, bro, and it's not your night,
sure,
or the crowd doesn't respond to you well, or you've been working on this material and you just slip up and you're the deer in the headlights and you're just
okay. Look, bro,
I'm not gonna be like, boo! Your mama's a fat slut.
I have a really broad sense of humor. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are funny to me.
I mean, I'm going to tell you this. I think that it would be best for you to take baby steps into maybe starting in neighborhoods that receive you well and then branching out.
Sure.
Just for confidence.
Sure.
And then going from there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I could straight up tell you, like, bro, I can put you in some positions and you can crash and burn and earn your stripes if you want, but I don't think it's the 90s and you need to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in those days.
But this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting at.
Sorry.
Is it not a joke in itself? Like, I gotta really, like I was saying, a broad sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. I
think some things that are funny that other people don't find funny.
Yeah.
And I can't stop myself from laughing. And I'm that guy, bro. I laugh at in very awkward and bad situations.
Yeah.
Right. And is it not a joke in itself that someone sat and wrote these jokes out and was like, I'm gonna put them in this order and lead one to the next. I'm gonna walk my ass up on stage and grab that microphone and do this.
Yeah.
And no one responds.
That's a humongous joke, bro.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Even if it's me.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
I mean, I really think.
I think I wouldn't be able to help myself but laugh.
I think that even, and this could just be a comedian cop out, but that's a joke in itself. That in referencing the joke when it becomes life, that would be my first joke.
And this shit bomb.
Thanks, man. Shout outs to Wafers, the sponsors today. Check them out. Like, say, like, if your son came to you right now and was like, I want to be like you, Dad, you like, that's good. Be like me, son. Or you like, nah, son. Be better than me or different than me.
No, I would say be like me. Because I have and will and do live my life like I don't really care what other people think anymore.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been worried about taking a step in a wrong direction because someone's gonna think it wasn't a good move or the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
And so now, because I'm 38, like some people look at me crooked, like they in the cannabis industry, you know. Still,
yo, what's that like, yo? Like, cats really be like at you, like you're the third, because that's like a trope in movies. Like you're 30 years old, still selling weed.
Yeah. But that's because where my kids go to school.
Yeah.
They in Camarillo. There's a lot of parents that like I bring it up and you could see it. They don't like judge you in a negative way, but they're like, whoa, what's that like? Or what do you do? Or I was thinking about investing or whatever they might say, right? But they have no other tie to the cannabis industry besides me.
Yeah. And
though they don't come across as negative, it's still negative.
Yeah.
It's still like wow, you do that?
It's like, gosh,
that's crazy. That's
what it was crazy to me is this, right? One would really look at you and be like, wow, you work in the cannabis industry, but loathe their job, hate their boss, and want to murder their coworkers.
Do you know what I get to a lot of times? Is people who don't work. So their husband works or something. Oh, no, I stay home and watch the kids. But my husband, he does this. And you're like, yeah. So I'm supposed to feel bad about what I do, but you ain't even got a job. They don't need a job, trust me. Where my kids go to school, they is rich, bro. Yeah. They don't need a job.
Okay, flex daddy.
Oh, I don't live there.
My kids go to school.
And it's free. It's not private.
That's funny.
No. But yeah, they don't need a job. So, but I still look at, like, I just don't care. I just don't care.
Why do you think it is, though? Like, bro, we're in 2024 and people still looking down on people for having jobs in cannabis. Why do you think that is?
Because they see it as immature. They think that you should have a job that does something that progresses society in their perspective. Like, like maybe it's that there's a threshold of what they believe is something that progresses society. And I don't think that this threshold, it's definitely a made up threshold, but I do think that they've seen it and it's been ingrained in their head since they were kids about, you know, restaurant jobs, some labor jobs.
Yeah.
Not all labor jobs. Some labor jobs get the golden stamp, but those jobs are somehow like dead end jobs. And I will be the first one to say, like, elevate yourself and get up out of any job that's not paying you enough to afford a house and a car, you know, but to buy a house, not just rent. But I think those people who are making those negative comments come from that kind of ideology that there's a threshold that one breaks through if you are of a certain class or intelligence level or somebody who has taken the proper steps to get out of a class or an intelligence level, gone to college, gone to whatever, and done understudy and been an intern and then become whatever else, right? I think that they think that's how you have to do it. And if you haven't done that, then you can't be of that class, or you couldn't have really broken that threshold in their mind. So
absolutely, bro. I would be remiss. I like literally be lying if I would say that when I worked in the cannabis industry inside, I won't say what shop I worked at. When I worked inside of a shop in the
you don't
valley.
want to say it?
Well,
I just don't. I say, don't listen to me. Don't follow me. I say everything.
when I was working inside of a shop, only because what I'm about to say is kind of negative about the patrons, so I won't say the name.
Oh.
But when I worked inside the shop,
It's funny because in my head I'm like, what shop?
Yeah,
bro, I didn't even know about you.
Yeah,
yes, I do. Okay,
yeah,
go.
Like you can make me look bad.
All right,
bro.
go.
But when I was working inside this one particular shop, it was very interesting when I dealt with the people you described.
Yeah.
When they would come shop at my job.
And
because it was like crazy, right? Because it was like I could tell
they like make fun of people buying flour.
Nah,
No, that's not me.
Nah, it was like, you ever been to a shop, and I know you dealt with this before in the cannabis industry. You ever service someone who feels like they're above you while they're shopping at your job?
For sure.
They're like,
I worked in the restaurant industry, bro.
Man, come on now. Talk to me, man. Shout outs to Lucky's in Malibu. If y'all ever out in Malibu, California, go check out Lucky's. That's where I did 2 months. I like to say it's like my prison term. I did 2 months.
You did it?
Bro, I did 2 months.
You lasted?
Bro. Son, I worked for 2 months, bro. I was so bad when they fired me twice. They fired me twice.
What did you
do?
Not to get fired, what you do as a job?
One, they didn't fire me. I just want to put that out there.
You said they fired you twice, and then you said they didn't fire me.
Because they didn't really fire me. I didn't have availability. But I also
too, you're a real one, being like, shout out Lucky's, go there. They fired me. They didn't fire me.
When I explain it, you're going to understand what I'm trying to say.
All right, bet.
They just saw, because the dude, he set me down my first day when I interviewed for the job. He was like, clearly you're here for something else.
What was he here for?
And that's what I said. I said, yeah, I'm here for a job. He said, no, you're here for something else. What are you here to do?
Oh, like he knew you didn't want to work in restaurants forever. Exactly. I had one of those too.
And he respected the hustle. You get what I'm saying?
Too.
He respected the hustle.
All right, can I give you my little?
Yeah.
All right, so I worked at, shout out to Tavio's, Italian restaurant in Camarillo, old school. Did every fucking job they had there, basically. And when I was working in the kitchen, I was a cook, right? And I went up to Lenny. I look up to this dude. He's a real one. This fool, I still look up to this nigga, right? He older Italian dude, he don't seem old, ain't got no pep left, he's still running. So I went to him, I was like, yo, I want to raise. Like, I've been here a couple of years now. Like, come on. He went, Mike, what do you want to do? I went, what you mean, Len? I want to work here and get a raise, bro. That's what I want to do. He said, no, what do you want to do in life? I was like, well, I've been like going over to Catalina. I'm starting a delivery service over there. Like, I'm getting into this cannabis thing. Like, I've been doing this already a while. This was like 15 years ago. And he's like, that's exactly it. So I invest my money into you and give you a raise into doing a job, and then you're going to leave. And then I got to get someone else up in here. And I was like, all right, you're right.
Time for you to go.
You're right. I think I'm going to keep working this until I can tell him I put my 2 weeks in.
My 2 weeks in. And that's pretty much what I felt like at that shop. At that shop that I don't want to say the name about. When your neighbors came and shopped, it always felt like they were belittling to me of like, well, this is your job and make sure you get my stuff. And, not everybody, not all of them, but you could definitely tell people who didn't respect the industry, the cannabis industry, but,
this is your show.
What you say?
This is your show.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How do you feel life is in Southern California? Not where you live, because I know where you live. Outside of that place.
Yeah.
for a dark-skinned man.
Yeah. Like, how do I feel living in Southern California as a dark-skinned black man?
Just how do you feel? Don't even just you.
How do you feel?
Just
Me?
Keith. Just Uncle Ruckus. What you call yourself? Oh, I'm sorry.
Bro, don't get canceled. Uncle Ruckus, don't ever.
But no, like I've been wanting to know this because you from Northern California, right?
I'm from Memphis, man.
I know you're from Memphis.
Yeah.
Then you lived in Northern California.
Yeah.
So Southern California is actually Northern California and the South.
Yeah.
Kind of similar.
Pretty much, yeah. Sacramento and Memphis got a lot
of similarities.
Yeah.
Southern California, very different.
Very much.
Very different.
Yeah.
Now you came down. You worked in this. Shout out Lucky's.
Yeah.
2 months. Then you worked in this shop, and we both know the shop. It's a really good shop. It does a lot. You were in a neighborhood where you're talking about your neighbors. They come in. I know the neighbors there. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think just to kind of put it in context, the people around there have a lot of income.
Yeah.
They have placed themselves in that neighborhood to feel above others, right? Because the rent is much higher than
the houses are literally on hills to make sure you feel like you're above people. So yeah.
So how does that feel as a you was a bud tender?
That was a bud tender. Yeah.
How does that feel as a bud tender in that situation?
It reminded me every single day that no matter how well I spoke, how well behaved I acted, or how just polite I was,
couldn't code switch hard enough.
Yeah, I always stood out.
I think that's why I can code switch so well.
Well, because it was like even moments when I wasn't even trying to be like amped about stuff, or like
it was too much for him.
I was always too much. It was always scared. You know what I'm saying? And it was, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not talking about like the people I worked with, like because I think like I worked with some amazing folks. Like coming to Southern California has been a blessing for me. Definitely, I've endured some of the best people. There's some terrible motherfuckers too. You know what I'm saying?
The security guards at that shop.
At that shop, yeah. I actually love the security guards at that shop. That's the homies.
Me and one of them. I love him now. He loved me. I hope he watch.
Yeah.
We almost got into it.
Yeah. I think for me, when I really just think about it, it comes down to the fact that you don't really know what you got until it's gone, and you also don't know what things are like until you in them. So for sure. I could sit here and tell you that like you should take the cannabis industry serious and respect the cannabis industry, but I'm just keeping 100 with you. There's lots of shit that I see that I'd be like, shit seems kind of goofy.
I'll tell you right now, I told you this is my saying.
Yeah.
Float and crush it.
Yeah.
Right? Part of floating is don't lean too far either way, right?
Yeah.
And that being said, because of how I play that thought out, I don't take nothing serious, bro.
I feel it, man.
I don't really take nothing serious, man.
I mean, I don't keep myself a part of nothing goofy. The goof troops is not in my booth. I have a very small circle, and you know, I only vibe with a certain few, but I don't think that the cannabis industry is something that's gonna slow down.
No.
You know, unbeknownst to a lot of folks, you know, I have, bro. And I always have to pull this out of my ass only because at this point I'm proud of it. At one point I wasn't proud of it, but I am proud of it now. I have a college degree. Yes. You know what I'm saying? From the University of California, Davis. Shout outs to the UC Davis. Go Ags. You know what I'm saying? Class 2015.
GEDs, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I got.
Oh, good, baby.
Oh, okay.
But the only reason why I like shouting that out is like at one point when I was graduating from college, it's this thing, especially in Davis, where like everybody's kind of, it's like a movie. Everybody talking about what they finna do or where they finna go. Going to you know, I'm get my master's, get my bachelor's, you know what I'm saying? Get my internship at Rap Nation.
Was that from like Dashers?
Nah. Just
Masters.
But nah, there's a portion where we're all like talking about what we're gonna go and what we're gonna do for, you know, our post undergrad lives, right? And it's just one big dick slinging contest, bro.
Of course.
It's just one dick sling. It's just a competition.
That's what the world is.
It is, bro. But you know, the rat race, when you're younger, you feel like you gotta be in it, right?
Yeah.
And so the reason why I love saying I have a degree from Davis and I'm in the cannabis industry is because 9-10 years ago when I graduated,
this I would have never said this out loud at one of my graduation events. Like, oh, what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna get into the cannabis industry and I'm gonna move to Southern California and I'm gonna start doing it. No, I would have never said that because I would have been one of those people we just discussed. Looking down upon something, looking negative at something, not seeing it for what it is and believing that maybe I am better or this is not as good because I went to Davis and I should be
something else. I should be anything else.
But that's the beautiful thing about life and why I enjoy staying here, because I feel like I'm a walking, when you ask me how I feel like I'm a walking oxymoron.
Sure.
I am an African American male who makes a form of some type of, financial living in an industry that historically, incorrectly prosecuted plenty of black men.
For sure.
For just what I do. So to answer your question, how do I feel? I feel like my ancestors' wildest fucking dreams. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
good.
Damn, boy, I'm proud of you. Like,
yeah.
How the hell did you pull that off? But the downside to that, and because there's always a downside, right? Is that I don't want this to be the end.
Sure.
Like, and that's why that's why I still got my podcast. That's why I still have a platform. Because just because I'm,
like, you don't want this to be the end all be all.
Yes.
You don't want this to be the end of your cannabis career.
I see. My biggest fear is when I was a football player, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that motherfuckers wanted to like lump me in and just being a football player.
I got you.
Motherfuckers would be, like,
humans are complicated.
Definitely. And we want to, this is what I used to tell motherfuckers all the time. Because, like, we come from an era where, like, when we were younger, you definitely got labeled, right? Right?
Hell yeah.
But now people are like, don't label me.
Bro, when I was in elementary school, the question you asked everyone was, do you like rap or rock?
See what I'm saying?
You had to like one. You couldn't like both.
So, for a perfect example of where I look at myself like this, right? Labels are needed because a can of poison and a can full of soup is the same damn thing with a label.
For sure,
right?
For sure.
So people gonna label you something.
For sure.
Just be able to live with the label you give yourself.
There you go.
So for me, if I'm working in the cannabis industry and people see me as whatever the fuck they see me as, that's cool because I can live with that. If I'm working here on this podcast and this is the first time somebody see me and they see me as a podcast, that's cool. I can live with that.
Sure.
If you see me on stand up, you see where I'm going with this?
Sure.
I can live with that. But I just couldn't get down with the idea of you thinking that like there's that black guy, he's just good because he's an athlete.
Yeah,
or there's a black guy, he's just funny because black guys are funny.
Yeah.
And
we are though.
I mean, yeah.
And we could play the bass.
I mean, I listen. I can. Back in my day, I had a pretty good jump shot. But it's just like for me, I went to school. Obviously didn't make the best decisions. Everybody makes mistakes, but I made the decisions.
People make good decisions.
Yeah,
I don't.
Apparently,
I didn't.
Apparently, they do.
I do now.
I think that I don't know if people make good decisions because I think good is subjective. I think people start making responsible. I think back up. Sorry, people start having responsible outcomes once they start tweaking the little things.
Well, then, that's the ultimate question. Yeah. That's like the question. That's the question of like, are people good or evil?
Yeah.
And or are they just people and they do good or evil things? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that it's the second one. I don't think people are good or evil.
No, it's just all the circumstances, baby. It's all them circumstances. But nah, that's how I feel, bro. Like, and I feel like from what you be saying when people kind of scoff a little bit at what you say you do, I don't talk about work. Like, how do I explain to you what I do?
I just tell them I'm in the cannabis industry.
I mean, for me personally, because like in between making podcasts, doing stand-up comedy, writing for people, and doing my job in cannabis, how the hell do I explain to you? First and foremost, I don't want to talk about. Look, to answer your other question that you didn't ask. Thank you. But what I don't want to do is talk about my goddamn work because that's all people talk about in Southern California.
That's real.
Okay?
That's real.
What are you doing for work? Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm doing.
Y'all don't do that in NorCal? You don't know really.
I was a different person in North Carolina.
It wasn't work was like what you did on the street.
Work was what I did just to be able to afford a drink.
Can I get gas in my car to get to the bar?
That's it, dude. So I don't really recall that portion of my life. But as we talk about work, I want to jump into something you used to do for work.
Uh-oh. What did I do?
I don't think you said to me previously you didn't want to be considered this, but
oh shit.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Hit me.
You used to be a rapper.
Yeah. Didn't we all?
I
think everybody used to be
I think at one point everybody in their life did the clips Pharrell grinding beat.
Fucking
everybody did that beat.
The pencil and shit.
With the pencil or the goddamn.
I was never good at it.
Me neither. I think we all at one point at least did the "We Will Rock You" beat.
Of course. Yeah.
But as far as being able to, all due respect, ride a beat.
Yeah, sure.
Most of us didn't get to that point, but you were confident enough to get in that booth and get on top of the mic and ride that beat.
Yeah.
You rode the beat a couple of times in your life.
A couple times, bro. A couple times. We done made music videos. Yeah. Albums. Mixtapes. Just put songs out.
Whole bodies of work, you riding on beats.
Yeah. Play with a band at one time.
So you playing and riding on a beat? That's crazy. So I'm gonna stop being facetious here, bro. So you really love music? I assumed if you did all that, right?
It's a complicated relationship.
Yeah.
I love music, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But I used to love it in a very different way.
Expound.
Like I used to worship it. I used to pick it apart and analyze it and break it down and surround myself with musicians and wake up and fall asleep and live, eat, and breathe music and rap and everything had to do with it. I went to school for it and it was a passion you can only have when you feel a certain way towards something.
Yeah.
And music, and specifically hip hop, I felt that way towards it. It was like a relationship,
Yeah.
And I loved everything about it. And to have felt that way at one time.
Yeah.
And to feel a way that I do where I'm like, oh, that's a dope song. Oh, did you hear that rap?
Yeah.
Right? And I still can memorize raps from hearing songs one time and really love how people put words together and how beats complement a rhyme pattern. And I can love all of that, but like, I just don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
So when you ask me if I love music, I do, but it's complicated.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's complicated because you got to do your deep, sexy voice whenever you're talking about something you love.
Something real.
Nah, I'm just playing.
For real.
I get what you're saying though, 100%. Because that's the same way I feel about football.
I was gonna ask you, you love football? You watch it on Saturdays and Sundays?
Nope.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
And at one point, that's all you ate. Wheaties for breakfast, hoping he was gonna be on the box, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, nah.
And sometimes that's why it happens. It's because it's a flip flop. Yeah. There was a time where I knew I was gonna stop rapping, and I hadn't done anything in months, And months were gonna turn to years. And then you see other niggas blowing up that you was making music with, and you kind of resent them, and you kind of don't want to hear their songs, and you kind of don't want to listen to anyone else's songs, and you kind of upset about it a little bit. And then somebody come along and something new come along, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've been the motherfucker this whole time. Like I should have just been enjoying it,
Yeah, man. That's kind of refreshing to hear. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like when I think about it as a musician, because I think we said it earlier. It could have been offline. I used to think I was the only one, or not. Then used to think I was the only one. I used to feel like the only one going through what I was going through, for the thought that it was like, damn, dog, like we all sitting here at this day job, not wishing we didn't make it to the NFL.
Yeah, no.
Like clearly, but
we are.
But we are in some way,
we are. Yeah.
And to say that I didn't have my bitter moments, I would be lying.
Of course.
And I don't want to lie like that no more.
Yeah, not to yourself.
Not to myself, at least, you know. And so that's why, like, I can openly admit this out loud now, right? I have gained a respect as a comedian and as an artist and just as a person for people who put themselves out there. And I don't like telling people to give up or stop as much as I used to.
Yeah.
When I was a motherfucker just sitting on the couch, you know?
Well, you know what it is too?
Yeah.
Is when I was doing music, when I first started doing music, it was to do music.
Yeah.
And there was so much love. And then there was a moment right before I stopped where it was about getting people to love my music. Right. And now that podcasting and comedy is my thing and I'm older, I don't care why you're up there or what feelings got you to go up on stage and do it.
Yeah.
And if nobody laughs or if all you're trying to do is work on new material because it's a smaller venue and like you're just passing through, like I don't really care what it is, because at the end of the day, bro, you got to go to bed by yourself.
Absolutely.
I hope you just happy. Like,
absolutely.
Just do it. Just do it. No matter what the outcomes.
It does. Because it's crazy. Because, you know, like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be one of the people like, you 40 and still rapping? Man, give it up. Not to lie. I still will say that. If you're 40 and you're still rapping.
One of my friends asked me, they were like, you should do it again. And I was like,
no.
What?
No. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't you come back.
What the fuck?
Don't you dare come back.
What?
And it ain't, and I'm not, and I don't mean this as a hater, because I need to clarify that 40 and rapping statement.
No, you can be 40 and rapping.
You can definitely be 40 and
rapping.
You
can do whatever you want.
You the fuck you want to be.
But
back to the point that we chopped it up earlier about is like, what do you want to do with your life?
Sure.
If you're 40 and you haven't mastered the craft to elevate your rap career, okay?
Sure.
To get past the point that you're working the neighborhood shows, then you are not a rapper, my boy. Maybe you're a beat maker. Maybe you're a producer. Maybe you're an event coordinator. You should probably look into that. Because clearly you ain't giving all you need to give to rapping because you're 40. You still ain't made it. That's just how I like to view things.
Sure.
But everything's not that black and white.
No.
And that's why I say I'm not who I used to be on telling people like, man, give up, stop. Yeah. You don't need to go anymore, because like I know there are different pitfalls. I know there are different things.
Or go ahead and do them local shows. That's what you want to do.
And be that legend.
Fuck it.
Bro.
I don't care.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't care.
Do it. Look, a show. Let me tell you something. I have this strong belief that if you can rock a crowd of 30 people, you have just rocked a classroom of students.
Bro.
Essentially, you are now a teacher.
I done shows with like 3 people at them.
Bro, come on now. I definitely did shows with like 9 folks. I definitely did shows.
I almost want to ask them like, hey, are you guys good? Hey, you right there. I want to like talk to them individually and shit.
I've definitely did shows where I can feel every single person in the room laugh. Simply because there's only like a handful of motherfuckers.
They're right here.
Yeah, because they're right there. I've definitely been able to high five the crowd.
Hell yeah.
Like literally like, woo!
Bro, one time I did a show. We did a show in my boy's bar. We set up in an area. Mm-hmm. Fools had to ask my bass player to get out the way to go to the bathroom. They like, excuse me. Like, oh yeah, sorry.
Listen.
Oh, bro, it's bad.
But you know what? I wouldn't. In those moments, right? I'm gonna keep it so G, and I'm sure you agree. In those moments, bro, it didn't matter how many people in there. It felt like the world was in there watching. Because I remember when those 9 people were in there, I was like, oh my God. And I would peek behind the blind. I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh God. Yeah. And then I remember when them 9 turned into like 20. And then when them 20 turned into like 50, and them 50 turned into when I got to like rooms where I could like do like 100 people in a room, I was like, oh shit, son, there's like 100 folks out there.
One time we opened for Murs, you know who that is?
No.
He an underground Bay Area, but he like his group was from the Bay. He's from LA. Now he's back here. He does his own thing.
Yeah.
He's pretty well known around here, right? And we opened for him in Santa Barbara, and it was sold out with like 300 people. And when I tell you that, like, we had already done so many shows with 3, 9, 20, 50 people.
Yeah.
I got up on there and it was like nothing, bro. Like, I was just like,
yeah, man.
Here we go. Let's go.
Like 3 to 300. Obviously, 3 to 300 to 3,000 is definitely different. But, like, to me, it's always a mindset, right? Like, long as you know what you are up there for and you know what you're doing. And, you know, for me, it's like, I know I'm up here to, because I don't really like to say I entertain. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an entertainer.
I don't entertain. I am an inform. I entertain in my day job, definitely.
Yeah.
But when I go on stand-up comedy, I'm more of like informative, like whether that's my life, whether that's my lifestyle, whether that's what's going on in the world, whether it's going on, like, I feel like when I do stand-up comedy, I'm more so telling my philosophy about things, not necessarily giving a funny. I don't really want to be known as a funny guy. Like, so sometimes I'll be like, sometimes my set, motherfuckers barely even laugh.
Sure.
But they like, they chuckle. You know what I'm saying? But like they be like, huh, like, you know, and
I'm think about it that way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that because, like, maybe my jokes need to let you process a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just understand that everybody has their own style, so I don't try to hate on nobody's style. And everybody has their own timing, so I don't try to hate on nobody's timing. I'm just like, hey, it's all gonna work out, you know? Because there's motherfuckers right now who probably don't think I'm worthwhile because I don't have 2 million subscribers on YouTube.
Bro, everybody thinks you're funny, dog.
Well, that's nice. I don't know if everybody, but I appreciate hearing that.
They told me.
They don't want me to beat them up. That's the only reason why they say that. They're like, hey, you know who's funny? Who? Keith.
He funny. Look.
Yeah, I don't want him to beat me up. Nah. I think to me, it's really one of those things where you just have to see yourself for who you are and not be upset about it.
So that's why I get that, and I see myself as, it's funny because you see yourself as the informative guy, and I see myself as the funny guy.
That's totally fine, as long as you know what you're shooting for. So, like, funny guy, let me ask you, why did your brother Drake lose the war, and why did he not represent for you guys correctly?
First of all, we got different daddies. We're not real brothers.
Brother.
I'm not associated with him. I have said since day one. Okay, listen. Call my sister right now. Okay. Yeah. I didn't like Drake.
Oh man. Okay.
I don't like Drake.
That's so typical of you as a light-skinned man. I want you to know that.
Do you like Drake?
Yes.
Liar.
No.
Lies.
I've never actually had a problem with Drake, bro. I always listen. This is my thought. Drake did a good job bringing recognition to situations. But because I'm not a player hater, and plus because it would have been so stereotypical of me, I could not just be like, fuck that nigga Drake. I could
what
do that,
situation? School shootings because he was on Degrassi?
Listen.
Is that what you're talking about? His Degrassi days?
No.
Or Hotline Bling?
This is what I liked about, bro.
I liked Hotline Bling.
I liked Hotline Bling. I loved it. What I liked about Drake was initially before the huge culture vulture wave that he just completely just acknowledged that he did. Mm-hmm. At least, bro, was trying to bring you music that made you feel something. So, like, his first initial shit did at least try to make you feel something. So it's just like falling in love with the movie series, you know? Listen. You like the earlier installments, right? But the later installments you don't fuck with. So, like, listen, I liked the first shit he dropped that wasn't an album. I like that shit. I liked his first little album. I stopped liking. I kid you not. I tell everybody, I fell off the Drake wagon. But take care.
Everything you're saying,
yeah.
Everything you're saying,
yes,
is gonna feed right into my point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we were talking about gang banging earlier, right?
Gang banging.
He said, "Mike, you're just not built for it." I said,
gang
"Yes,
banging.
I am not built for it. It's not me." Okay. Drake, it's not built for that.
No,
it's not him.
No.
If I go into Inglewood and start some shit with the motherfucker, right? You're gonna be like, Mike, why the fuck would you do that?
Absolutely.
Especially if he eats me alive.
False, but yeah.
That's what happened.
Essentially.
Motherfucker said some shit to the wrong motherfucker. He didn't like what he said back. Tried to say something back, and he already had something ready for him, and said, "Nope." Hey, it's like, there you go. And then it's like, what I'm getting at is two things. Please. Drake lost, which we all agree on, unfortunately, and it's not a surprise.
To people who understand hip hop, I don't think they were shocked at all that Brett lost. No.
And there's some questions he needs to answer.
See, the questions, I feel that is the only part I do feel bad for Brett about.
Because you don't think he deserves it?
I always call situations 51, 59s. You know how people like it's a 50-50.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it goes both ways. I feel like sometimes when it's a 51-49 situation, it's a little bit more one person's fault than this other.
Sure.
So I feel like he doesn't deserve it, but I feel like in this time of what we live in, the internet's a place, and if you're not careful, you can get labeled anything, rightfully or not, or wrongfully,
100%.
And so that's where when it's like the little, because like, come on, bro, like accusations on little girls,
that's crazy.
Crazy, bro. That's nasty work, nigga. You bet not be doing that.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Is it contradictory to call him soft for being from Canada and then calling him a pedophile for going after like 16, 17-year-olds? Isn't that a bigger problem than like maybe Canada got a problem with their age? Because that's how old you got to be, I think, in Canada, 16.
Well, for me,
like it's weird. That's already fucking weird.
So when I said the 51-49, right? That's what I was saying about the internet. You said that he's soft and he's from Canada shit, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah,
I say it too.
Yeah,
but I also know some hard ass niggas from Canada, so I'm not gonna say that out loud.
You see what I'm saying?
I do know.
So paraphrasing, that's what you said, but you didn't mean that because, like you said, you know some cats from Canada who are not a joke, and you wouldn't test them just because they from Canada. Right?
I don't even know if they're alive still because they hard as like they in the streets like that.
And that's the crazy part about it. It's like, and I feel bad for them cats because they probably sat on that low key. If you're a cat from Canada and you came to America, in Americans, you know how we get down with our stereotypes, fool. If you're a cat from Canada, you came to America and you know that these motherfuckers think you soft because you from Canada, you're gonna already put on this front that you harder than you need to be because you're from Canada. And I think that's what Slim got caught up in. Like, you got caught up, bro, in this whole needing to be a little bit harder than I am because motherfuckers think I'm not hard because I'm from Canada. But I'm here to tell you, bro.
You're a pop star.
Whoa. Damn with all that, bro. Any place that snow got some gangster to him, bro.
You an angry ass, bro.
You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, it's not that just Chicago crazy because niggas cold. Crazy. It's cold.
It's cold. I'm mad already.
It's not the niggas in Memphis just crazy because we crazy. Nigga, it's hot.
Fuck you want?
Nigga, what do you want? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when your weather bad, I know you got some motherfuckers that's a
little bit upset.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
You can't be happy. The weather sucks.
But he didn't feel that.
I don't know what bruh felt.
I didn't either.
But what I feel is that bruh felt like he needed to fly too close to the motherfucking sun. You know what I'm saying?
Why go after Kendrick? Why?
Well,
he's gonna hurt you.
I don't really. I always want to be like, bro, it's just hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But like, I'm really working on that to be like, Pooch, bro. Sometimes shit is deeper. Cause like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro, until not now, but like, unless I'm there, I don't believe certain things.
Sure, 100%. I'm the same way.
I gotta be there, bro, because
I don't know what happened.
And I know how people be. Yeah. I know people be funny acting with certain things, and so I know you probably it could have went like that, it couldn't have went like that, but I want to be there. So I wanted to think that this was all rap.
Yeah. Until it wasn't.
And I was like, whoa, hold on now. You saying his son name? You saying Do
you think he has a daughter?
I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
I wouldn't either, but I also would. The only thing that would shock me is like, why keep hiding it? You don't got the sun out.
Well, it don't, and that's my problem. Like, if he did or didn't, it wouldn't matter because it's really none of your business.
I don't care.
See, because then now look,
I don't even care.
Look, to your point you said earlier, ain't it like contradicting? Like, if we capped that homie for having a daughter, we'd be capping him about a kid.
Yeah, so
and
what? And that he wanted to keep out of the light.
And therefore, we bothering a man about a child.
Yeah, who cares?
Nah, that's creepy, bro.
Yeah, who cares?
You bothering somebody about a kid.
Yeah, let him have that kid. That's fine. Who cares? And that he didn't want to tell nobody. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, do we have it? I don't know, but I think like that's one of those things where like in the grand spectrum of everything we've been said about, bruh, that kid is the last thing I'm worried about. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even care.
I don't even care. No. I want to know why you take Ozempic. Okay. That's what I want to know.
That shit is eating people up,
bruh. That's what I really want to know.
That shit is eating people
why
up.
Are you taking Ozempic, Drake?
Inside out, dog.
Like, yeah. Like, that's what I want to know. Like, why are you leading the cause to tell young men or men that they don't need to get their ass in the gym no more and they need to take some drugs? That's what I really want to like. I'm dead ass, bro. Like, I don't care about the allegations with the little girls because that shit is wild.
Yeah, tell me what y'all find. I don't know.
Tell me how I find it. We'll get there. The kid, irrelevant. The rapping is even kind of irrelevant to me because I never thought Drake was a better rapper than Kendrick.
No.
And in the grand scheme of making rap songs, you're an idiot if you thought so. Yeah. Because we know there's pop songs, there's rap songs, and there's songs that chart, and there's songs that you really can go head to head on. Again, super irrelevant because we knew this.
Yeah.
Nigga, you doing dietary supplements?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like, just
Drake, you doing dietary supplements
for the image? To stay to be a model or like for what?
Nigga, you can't do sit-ups.
You seen Rick Ross? He'd be all right.
I mean, we lost Donda.
Yeah, you gonna be fine.
We don't want to lose another one.
You gonna be
because
fine.
You want to have like a
little six pack, a Holocaust six pack.
That's why I'm a little upset. I don't care about I don't care about.
You said how bad the Ozempic.
That's what I'm upset about, bro. Ain't nobody talking about those Ozempic as hard as they need to be, bro.
Because everybody else doing it. Everybody else taking that shit. Bro. They trying to. Don't talk about that. Put that away.
See what I'm saying? You see how everything be coming up? They be like, "What is it? The braids?" They want to talk about that.
Do we have a daughter?
Yeah. Do we have kids? They're like, "What about Ozempic? We don't really care about Ozempic." Yeah. Thank you to our sponsor, Ozempic.
That's his dietary problems. Maybe it's a medical issue.
I don't care about bros gambling. We know people personally that we need to probably sit down and have an intervention with their gambling problems.
Oh,
only simple is that they don't have
people running around here.
Yeah, they don't have hip hop records.
Yeah, or millions to spend on it.
Yeah, so they just the homies. Yeah. And we like, all right, man, chill out. Take it one step at a time.
Bro.
Yeah, we like take it one step at a time. We love you though. But with Drake, it's like you have a gambling problem. Like, of course he does. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, I would.
If those two guys we talked about had Drake money,
I would do it too.
I would be gambling too.
All the time.
So again, yes.
Who cares?
The Ozempic.
I don't care about the gambling.
Are you doing it to get likes on Instagram?
Am I what?
The Ozempic. Is he doing it to get the likes on Instagram? Like, what is going on?
He might have a sponsorship with him.
But again, you're almost 40.
Maybe it's to clear him out. Maybe he's stuffed up.
But see, here's my question though. And if it is true, why don't you do a commercial for it?
Maybe it's in the works.
Oh my God.
What if he's about to come out with a
Kendrick?
What if he
ruined the rollout?
What if he comes out with a video and it's just like the way this is here, he just got Ozempic all over the place and now he can't.
Kendrick, you're diabolical.
Now they canceled his. It's like Kanye and Adidas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Give me that money back.
It won't hit the same.
Give me the advances. It won't hit the same.
Tons.
People gonna think it's funny now.
Tons.
It's not gonna be funny. We want it to be real.
Yeah,
now it's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be funny. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, we know. And they're also gonna be like, Kendrick predicted this, and it's just not gonna be cool. I get it.
Kendrick should come out with an Ozempic commercial. That was
this whole time.
That would hit.
The whole time.
That would hit. He just stops in the middle and is like, Ozempic, it'll help you lose weight. Yeah, bro.
If Kendrick,
he should do it. He should do it. I would do it.
If Kendrick came out with an Ozempic,
I would do any commercial. Would you do any commercial right now?
Any?
Yeah.
No. Not any.
What wouldn't you do? Tampons? I would do a tampon commercial.
I mean, no, I would definitely do a tampon commercial. I wouldn't. I was trying to steer
Blue
clear.
Chew.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. I would do that. I would try to steer clear of the STI commercials myself personally.
Like go get tested.
No. I would say go get tested.
Oh,
I
get
would
the pills. And
so
you
this is what I would
running in the park.
Yes, I wouldn't do that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
Looking
that.
like, look how healthy I am
no.
after I had an STD.
No.
STI, I'm
No.
old.
I wouldn't do that. No, like no shade to people who have STDs and STIs because you can live with those and it is what it is, right? Because people are born with them. And
Sure.
Right? But like, I don't like how like they perpetuate.
You just don't want to be labeled as that.
I don't want to be the dude who's like hitting the damn golf ball and it's like,
yeah,
I have HIV.
What if they didn't give you no lines? What if you just running in the park, fucking sweaty shirt, just looking healthy?
Nah, because then I'm a homie who hang out with HIV, man.
Yeah, that's
Which
what
again,
you are.
And nothing wrong with it.
Why do we associate that with those people? What if they just are in the park and it's just a background? Every time you see people in the park or like planting plant, you're like, oh, they took the drug and now they feel better.
So my issue with it is that I don't like the depiction of them being like, you too can be just like me. I'm a normal person, and it's like obviously.
What if the check was right?
See, nah,
I'm doing it for the check.
I can't do it, bro, because memes are real, bro.
I'll be like,
memes are real, bro.
I'll be like,
I know
look, you can clip this right here.
I kid you not,
Herpes
bro.
is a motherfucker.
Like, I bet you X Drake right now, if he could take back Jimmy from Degrassi, I bet he would take back some of that wheelchair shit, bro. I bet he would take some of that shit back, bro.
Yeah, but he can't.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm just not gonna do it. Again,
I would do it
for people. If people had HIV, I'm not like saying like y'all or discussing anything like that. I just don't like how the
inconsistencies.
It's just
incoherency.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fucking up today, guys.
Yeah, got
incoherence. You. There you go. Incoherency, because I don't have it. You get what I'm saying?
You want to make sure that you're not portrayed as the guy who's recovering from whatever they're talking about.
Yeah. It's just for me.
I feel that.
I feel like in this.
What if it was arthritis?
See, then I'd be alright. Cause I feel like I have that. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna see that.
You're older now.
If I had something, so like my knees hurt because I play football, right?
What if they made you like?
Nah, dog, come on now.
What if they?
Why are you trying to wish things upon me, bro?
What if they? It's a dementia pill, and they make you pretend like you don't remember shit.
I mean, again, this is still different.
Would you do it
from STI?
Like you walk around like I don't know where I am.
I mean, am I like 80 when I'm doing this?
No, right now.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
But would you do it?
How can I do it, bro? I'm 30.
It's not up to you. It's for people is asking you. They
the
like,
people are like, hey.
They like, hey.
We need a 31-year-old discombobulated Alzheimer's candidate.
No, they go. We need you. we need you.
We don't care about all that.
Only you. We will give you $500,000 right now. It's gonna play for 10 years.
I know the answer to this is no, but have you ever seen the TV show Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
What?
Exactly. There's a TV show called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I think it's on Amazon Prime.
It's on right now.
On television right now.
I thought it was like an old.
No, man. It's
all right.
It's funny because I never give TV shows shout outs, but I'm trying to get better with things and let people inside of things that that sounded crazy. I was gonna say let people inside of me, but
your head.
Yeah, inside of my head.
There you go.
But
don't let them inside of you.
No, definitely not. But
that's like the STI commercial.
I know. I was gonna say
we right back.
But what you're basically describing is an episode of that show where the main character is a stand-up comedian. She's a female stand-up comedian in the 50s. And that's definitely unheard of, right? Obviously, right? And she has this episode when she's trying to make money. So she's doing advertisements with her manager. And like, it's like that. It's like a montage of her doing different ads. And at one point, like she bumps into her dad and her dad's like, what you been up to? And she's like, I'm so busy, I'm doing these ads. And he's like, oh, what ads are you doing? What companies are you doing them for? And she tells him, like, I'm just doing them for any company. Like, I'm just trying to make some money. And I guess the reason why I know I'm right when I say I wouldn't just do any commercial is because the same reason the dad gave in that show was when you lend your voice to anything, you dilute its impact.
Of course.
It's
inflation.
If I was to just jump on anything
just for the money.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
yeah.
But
A commercial is the same way, bro.
as a comedian, and they
Yes.
were like, "We coming at you as a comedian."
But they would never do that because.
But if they
they would never
did,
do that.
you guys just pretend like they
They
did.
would never do that.
What
That
if
would always come with dilution, though.
I don't know, man.
Well, okay, let me back it up. What I'm saying is they would never approach me without asking me to dilute myself some way. Let me put it that way.
And what if they didn't? What if they like you?
Wow, that'd be so crazy.
But you got to pretend like you don't remember anything.
Yo, they're like, hey, yo, you.
Yeah,
Hey, we want the Uncle Pooch. Hey, we want the Pooch. I think if someone asked me that, the first thing I would ask them was, are they trying to get fired?
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I'd be like, they'd be like,
Is
we
it-
want the real you. And I'd be like,
Is this your last gig?
Like-
Is you just trying to go out to bang?
yeah, what's up?
We're all gonna look like dummies in the
'Cause
boardroom.
you know I'm not going to play by your rules, right?
I'll do it.
I mean, but hey, that's just what makes me.
Sponsored. This one is sponsored to you. Bye.
Nah.
That'd have been a great plug. You should have a.
Who?
You should get a sponsor right now.
I should. I mean,
we've been doing the wafers, but I mean like a funny sponsor.
I mean, I'm trying to get other sponsorships.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. I would do Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
I'd be like, I don't need it, but you do. It's Blue Chew.
You used to rap?
Maybe I dabbled.
You sound like a rapper.
I don't like calling myself a rapper.
You called me one.
Well, you were one.
I don't know if you can call it that.
I mean, you used to get on the mic and write a beat.
But we all did that.
Oh no! I never got on the mic and wrote a beat.
Oh. Oh, we all did that.
Oh no! I never wrote that beat. Only you got on that thing.
It's fun.
I heard it.
You want to write a song?
I do not.
If I wrote a song and I wrote a part for you, would you perform it?
Where and how would that happen?
I could do it.
I mean, we landed on the moon once, so yeah.
What if I got like us on a show of like 1,000 people, and we have one song, just one song?
1,000 people show,
yeah.
And you want me to come rap?
Why not,
sir?
I'll write the whole song for you.
Is it because you're light-skinned? You just believe you can do anything?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think I could do anything though.
We're gonna rap now. Do you want to tell the people anything about yourself, anywhere, anything?
My name is Mike Hassel. Be ready for me.
There's no social medias, no rap songs you want to plug.
No, I don't plug nothing.
Are we not gonna Are we gonna be able to put a clip of your rap music in this video?
Yeah, if you find it.
Are you gonna send it to me?
You gotta find it.
Bro, you're not gonna send it to me?
You want me to tell you where to find it?
I want you to tell the people where to find it so they can go look it up.
Mikey Nolix.
Speak a little louder.
Mikey Nolix.
Can you spell it for the folks?
Nolix.
A little slower.
Nolix.
Okay.
Mikey Nolix. And you know this.
Mikey.
Why? Because we love you.
So Mikey Nolix.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys will see right now, that's at the bottom of your screen. So is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It's on SoundCloud. It's on some other shit.
You run it up, bro. Maybe you can, start getting on the YouTube partner sponsor.
Not with Mikey Nolix.
We'll talk offline.
It's gonna be Mike Castle. Mikey Nolix got crimes, bro. You don't want that name.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very, 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 very fun installment of the Six Friend podcast. As you guys can see, I come back sometimes with different family members, but they're always got their own stories, always got their own antidotes, their own things to tell. This one was a very interesting one, as you can see. And Mike, I want to say thank you.
Sorry, I'm not messing around.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
I know I kept you a lot longer than I said I would.
I don't care. We were smoking weed.
We were. I apologize.
And you got me a microphone, bro. You give me weed, microphone, and an audience, I won't leave.
I get it, man. Well, thank you for coming to the show, bro. Hopefully you can come back again. Until next time, y'all. We out.
Peace.